Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see, I'm currently getting ready, but I just received a very exciting package from Evry Jewels and I figured I would do a little unboxing for you guys. So I already opened the package and the first thing I see is this cute little pouch filled with all of the jewelry they sent over. So when you first open it up, we have a few little pouches in here that have some of the jewelry they sent over. First jewelry piece I have here is called the Flashy Ring, and this is how it looks. I'm absolutely obsessed with the detailing of this ring, and I love how it looks perfectly with my nails. The next piece I have is this Amour ring, which I'm also just absolutely obsessed with. I really love the quality of their jewelry. Like, this looks like very expensive luxury jewelry, and everything from Evry Jewels is under $35, so at a very affordable price. The next thing I got were these cute little baby hoops that I'm super excited to try on. These look so cute and I'm super excited that they're silver. As you guys know, I'm all about wearing silver. I'm not really a gold kind of gal, but yeah, I really love the silver. They also sent over one of my favorite pieces, which is this Pisces necklace. As you guys know, my birthday was just a few days ago and I'm a Pisces, so I'm super excited about this. And I can't wait to wear it very soon. And last but not least, they also sent over the cutest slippers. I've been dying to get these, so I'm really excited to try them on. These are what the slippers look like. They're very soft, very fluffy, and you guys will definitely be seeing me wearing these in all of my upcoming vlogs. If you guys are interested in getting one of these beautiful pieces of jewelry from Evry Jewels, you can use my code YouTube30. I'll have it somewhere on the screen. Definitely check them out. They're such an amazing brand. So definitely check them out, and without further ado, let's get into the rest of today's video. It's definitely been a bit since I've been able to chat with you guys and really catch you guys up on my life. Things have been very crazy. I think the last vlog I uploaded was from a month ago, honestly. As you guys know, I had my surgery and I pre-filmed a bunch because I knew I'd be recovering. I didn't expect things to go how they went, which I will get into, but I also have even more stuff to catch you guys up on just from this week alone. So if you have, you know, some tea, some coffee, you want to get a meal, really just sit down because this may be a long one. This is honestly the first time I put makeup on since over a month ago before my surgery. I've really just been home trying to heal and just get better. I am actually going to my second dress fitting today, which I'm super excited about, and my mom's actually coming with me to this one. Last one I went to by myself because I think it was like when the cases were really rising again, so we weren't allowed to have any guests. But this time I get to have my mom with me, so I'm excited about that. The lady actually said I may be able to take my dress home today, which is really crazy, but that will be definitely very exciting. I am a little concerned though because I did lose like 10 pounds because of my surgery, so hopefully everything still fits me how it's supposed to. But aside from that, we're also going to a brand event at the Allure store. Allure, I always say it weird. Allure, whatever, you guys know what I mean. It's with Yonka, the skincare brand. I think it's Yonka Paris, so I'm super excited. They sent me a DM and invited me, and as you guys know, I love going to any events, so if any brands are watching this, you want to invite me, I will be there. And this time I'm actually taking my mom, so she's super excited. She actually texted me at like 9 AM this morning, different outfits, choices of what she should wear, which is just so funny to me, but we'll definitely have a fun time together. But aside from that, let me start from the beginning of all of the craziness that has happened. So I had my surgery on February 18th, shortly after Valentine's Day. It was supposed to be an in and out surgery. So I was supposed to go in at 7 AM and then a surgery was at 9:30 AM, and then by 1:30, 2 o'clock, I should have been out of there, like on my way home. That didn't exactly happen. I actually stayed there until 8 o'clock at night because as soon as I woke up, I couldn't breathe. And I was honestly freaking out a little bit because, you know, the last thing I remember is just laying down going into my surgery, which, by the way, was like a Grey's Anatomy moment for me. For some reason, I didn't think I would just be like walking in and laying myself down on the bed and just doing all that. I don't know what I imagined, but again, my first surgery. So I'm laying down on the bed, all of like the doctors, nurses, everyone's around me, and I was like, whoa, this is a bit more intense than what I thought. But like I told you guys, I didn't think this was a major surgery, which I later found out. Apparently it is. But yeah, so I didn't get to go home until like 8 o'clock, and that was because I was having difficulty breathing, so they wanted to give me oxygen. And then aside from that, I was in a lot of pain again from my chest. Like I just felt the most intense chest tightness that I was just like crying. Like that's how bad it was. Worse than any asthma attack I've ever experienced. It was just really bad. And also I was very, very, very nauseous. Like I often get nauseous just in general from all of the other health problems I have and some of the prescriptions I have to take, but this was like a whole new level of nausea. They just kept giving me different, you know, pain medications, which I honestly didn't really want, but obviously when you're in so much pain, and you know, I was just like so out of it. Like apparently the doctor came in to talk to me and I don't even remember him talking to me. That's how out of it I was. Yeah, eventually I was able to leave, and even on my way out of the hospital, threw up everywhere. So that just tells you how bad I was feeling. I wasn't really feeling my stitches though, obviously because of the pain meds. That was Friday. Then Saturday I woke up the next day and I was not really feeling the best at all. I felt like I got hit by a truck, but everyone basically told me that that's normal, like that's how you're supposed to feel after surgery, whatever. So I didn't really think too much of it. I basically just spent the day sleeping, and at this point I was still taking my pain meds because they told me to definitely take it the day after and then basically to stop after that. So that's what I did. Then Sunday came around and my parents came to visit me, and I was just feeling really, really bad. Like just, I felt worse than the day before, and this is when I started getting a little nervous about how I was feeling. I have a bad habit of just like avoiding like my health problems and just trying to convince myself like, oh, you're not really in pain, which is a terrible idea. Do not do that. Pretty much what happened, I started feeling really sick, and after my parents left, I was like, you know what, I think I need to go to the hospital. Like something just doesn't feel right. I was having difficulty using the bathroom, which they said was normal, but it was becoming like painful. My bladder was, I don't know, it was just very painful. So then I go to the hospital, which you can just imagine how the hospitals here are in New York City. Some of them are very crazy, and that's basically what I experienced. Eventually they took me in and they did some tests, and they saw that I had way too much air in my chest. So basically when they did the surgery, they pumped tons of carbon dioxide into my body because my stomach wasn't big enough for them to actually see my gallbladder in order to remove it. That air was supposed to dissipate into my body within 24 hours of the surgery. I went to the hospital Sunday evening. They didn't see me until like basically Monday 12 a.m. and I still had a ridiculous amount of air in my chest. So they were very concerned about that because that could turn into, I believe it's called neurothorax, and that could become fatal. So they were very concerned about that. And then the other thing was that my bladder was so full that they said it almost exploded. Like, what? So you can just imagine all that had to happen with that. I'm not gonna get into too much details, but you can Google if you would like to, but just know it was the most painful experience of my life. They sent me home with that situation, and then on Monday I woke up around 8 a.m. Keep in mind, no, they didn't send me home until like Monday at 5 a.m. I went home, slept for a little, woke up at 8 a.m. because my doctor said he was gonna call me just to check up on me to see how I was doing with that situation, and I just felt really, really terrible. My legs were so swollen and warm. It was scary. I was still not, like, the situation they put me in to try and help me use the bathroom was not working at all, and I just felt worse. Like, I was crying on the phone to my grandma. That's how bad I felt. And for me to be crying to anyone besides like Jay is like not normal. So they immediately rushed me to the hospital. This time my parents took me because I was like concerned about, like, you know, leaving the dogs here. I didn't know how long I was gonna be in the hospital for, which good thing we did that because I ended up staying a couple of days. So when I got to the hospital, they basically, you know, again, same issues. I'm not even doing my makeup, I just keep talking. Let me do a little bit of my makeup because I'm about to be late, and then I will tell you guys the rest of the story. I'm just putting my primer on. My eyes look a little crazy, but that's because I just took those things off and my dark circles are just terrible. But yeah, so my parents took me to the hospital. This time we went to the same hospital where I actually had the surgery, which I should have done in the first place. But the other one was closer and I just felt so bad. I was like, I just need to go to a hospital. Like, I don't even care at this point. So we went to the same hospital where my doctor was at, which is great because then we were seen right away. And they basically, you know, they were very, very concerned to the point where I had like 10 different nurses, 10 different doctors, like all these people were around me because they were really freaking out. They said that, you know, this is obviously an abnormal complication, especially for a woman and then also someone my age. Like, they said this is just not normal, and they were basically trying to figure out what to do. At this point, I was just like beyond myself, in so much pain. I was having like so many panic attacks, hysterically crying. Like, it was just really bad. And luckily I had, you know, like my family and Jay by my side. Well, not physically because I couldn't have them all with me at the same time, but, you know, switching on and off. And, you know, my friends being very supportive. I'm so lucky for all my friends that are nurses, Sam and Ellen, because you guys definitely made me feel a lot better about all of this. So when I was in the hospital, they had me doing 1,000,001 tests, x-rays like every second. I basically didn't sleep the entire time I was there because they were just very concerned about everything that was going on. There were just so many different possibilities of like why I would be feeling this way, and you know, they were trying to just rule out everything. So like I said, one of the things they thought I had was neurothorax, which they were really concerned about, and then if my bladder situation didn't get better, then I could develop a kidney infection, which is very painful and just, yeah, overall would not be good. So it was definitely a lot. I stayed there a few days, and on the second to last day I was there, they basically told me that they were going to do an emergency procedure, which I was freaking out about because the nurse came in, and this was right after they just served me my food. I forgot what it was, if it was lunch or dinner or breakfast or lunch. And the nurse came in like shortly after, and she was like, oh, you can't eat or drink because, you know, you're about to go into surgery. And I was like, what? I'm about to go into surgery again? And she was like, yeah, they may have to do another surgery on you because, you know, you're not able to breathe, and, you know, this could become fatal. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Because at this point, the whole visitation thing was very restrictive, which I personally really hated. I hated being there alone, like not in terms of like loneliness, but just more in terms of like, I don't know, something about just being in a hospital and not having someone to like a second voice to like voice for you, especially when I'm in so much pain. Like, some of the things they were saying to me, I would just like, whatever, just do whatever you need to do so I don't feel this way, because I was just in that much pain. Like, this is the worst pain I've ever been in my life. This was worse than the gallstone pain. I was just like, I can't do this. So when my mom wasn't there, when Jay wasn't there, I just really felt like, not that they were taking advantage of me, because obviously that wasn't the case, but I just felt like I couldn't really think or speak much for myself because I was just so focused on the pain. Then they said they were gonna do the emergency surgery. I was freaking out. I called my mom and Jay and my dad, and I was like, someone needs to come here because like, what the heck is going on? I also had one doctor that was honestly very racist, and that just made me feel even worse. Like, it's my first surgery. I'm going through these abnormal complications. I should be home resting right now, and instead I'm in the hospital for like, I think I was in the hospital for almost a week, and she just was not, I'm not even gonna get into it, but she was just not it. And that really obviously bothered me and made me feel even more uncomfortable being there by myself. But eventually they decided that they didn't need to do another surgery because the air finally started leaving my body, which made me really happy. And with the other situation with my bladder, they basically said that if I wasn't able to use the bathroom by myself, then I would have to keep this in for an additional at least 2 weeks, possibly months. Now that was just not gonna happen because I don't know how I would have like continued my life, because I was in so much pain. There was just no way I could have done that at all. So I was just honestly praying the entire night that I would be able to use the bathroom by whenever I needed to, because I just wanted to go home. I missed my dogs. I was so exhausted, as you can see my dark circles, and I couldn't do it anymore. So luckily, thank God, I was able to leave. I think it was like 4 days later. They said everything was fine. I was still dealing with chest pain, but it wasn't as bad. It started improving. So because it was improving, they were like, okay, we could send you home. We just need to keep you, you know, stay monitoring it. Then the next day, I woke up and I couldn't breathe at all. Like, just straight up could not breathe. I know I'm smiling right now, but that's just like the way I'm coping with this, because honestly the past month has been so rough that if I don't just, I've like smiled to try and trick myself to not cry, basically. But anyway, yeah, so I went home and I woke up that morning, the next morning, couldn't breathe at all. Like, that's how I woke up. I was laying down, I woke up and I was like gasping for air, like hitting Jay to try and get my inhaler, use the inhaler, didn't really work. And so then I called my parents and I was like, I really don't want to go to the hospital again. Like, I just got home last night, but I feel awful. So instead of going straight to the emergency room again, my parents called their friend who's actually a pulmonologist, and I told him all the symptoms I had, and he basically said, look, if you were my daughter, I would be dragging you right back to the hospital because this could become very serious very quickly. Like, don't mess with your breathing. So at this point, they thought it was either a pulmonary embolism, a collapsed lung, or I think pneumonia. Which none of those are great options. So we went to the hospital again, and luckily it was none of those. I started feeling better, and I'm just very grateful to even be here right now, that everything, you know, turned out great in the end. But as you guys can see, it has definitely been quite a crazy month for me. And yeah, I've just been recovering. I'll actually insert some photos of how I looked when I first got home, and then when I like a few days ago. Actually, I still look the same. The last photo I'm going to show you, I basically still look like that right now. The stitches are still healing and will still be healing until the end of April, I believe. So I'm not allowed to lift anything more than 10 pounds. I only started being able to sit up in a chair this week. Yeah, a month later, only this week I'm able to really sit up in a chair. So you can just imagine how I've been working laying down. But yeah, I'm just happy that things are getting better, things are progressing, and I never want to be in the hospital again. I'm so grateful for all of the, you know, doctors, nurses, everyone who helped me, my parents, of course, all of you guys. I got so many DMs from some of you guys, like, you know, saying you're praying for me and asking how you could help, which I'm very grateful for all of you. It's just been pretty crazy over here, which is why I haven't been as active on really any of my socials. So right before this all happened, unfortunately, my great aunt that, you know, I was very close with, we were all very close with, my family's very close. If you guys don't know, we're a big Hispanic family, very close. And one of my titis actually passed away like the week before my surgery. So it was just a lot going on with all of this, and I just felt like very overwhelmed and kind of just wanted to take my time with recovering. I still am. Like, for instance, my birthday was this weekend and I did pretty much nothing. I just recovered and I just want to get better, you know, as soon as possible. Like, today was a good day, which is why I'm here filming. But there have been many days where I'm tired from just taking a shower. So it's just, you know, I'm taking each day by day and just hoping that I will be fully back to myself very soon. My camera died, so sorry if things look a little different. But yeah, it's pretty much how things have been recently. Just been honestly pretty tough. I know, like I said, I don't really like to vlog when I'm not happy, but I'm still like just trying to get through it all, and we just really can't catch a break. So I don't know if I'm gonna dive too deep into this or if I'm gonna create a whole new video with Jay explaining all that has gone down, but we're also moving. And I know normally this would be a very exciting thing, which I am excited about, but I'm also extremely stressed and overwhelmed because this was not like a planned, expected thing. Like, we knew we were moving this year. We just figured it would be after the wedding so that we could, you know, focus on the wedding, paying for all that, and then you know, really upgrade our living situation, because we moved in here when we first, you know, got an apartment because we were, one, making a lot less money, and two, it was rent stabilized. So we were all about that. As you guys know, the rent here is just nuts, but it's gotten to a point where it's just not worth it anymore. One, we really want more space, maybe like amenities and such, but as you guys have seen in my past few vlogs, we have been dealing with a lot in this building. First one being all of our packages getting stolen, which has just not been fun at all, especially when I'm working with brands and, you know, I have deadlines for stuff. Like, I would just, I don't know, like, just imagine getting like your package stolen that a brand is sending to you, and then like your options are either to just not have it or explain to them that you live in a place where things are getting stolen. Like, it's just kind of an embarrassing situation, and I'm just not happy about it anymore, especially with the whole Christmas gifts thing. Like, almost all of our Christmas gifts got stolen, and our building does nothing about it. They're not responsive. They just really don't care. So because of that, we were already looking in, like, when our lease ended. So our lease doesn't end until Halloween, so we were just really being, like, you know, preemptive and trying to see, you know, the market and all that stuff. Well, things definitely took a turn for the worse within this past month. It's just a lot of craziness, like a lot. So like I said, I'm not gonna get too into it just because I'm sure Jay will want to be in this video with me, because he's definitely very passionate about it, and I don't want to say anything until we're able to like get some sort of solution to this. But one thing I will say is that they just keep turning off the heat when it's 12 degrees outside and snowing, which is illegal. And they do this, like, it feels like at least once a week. So that's just been very frustrating, especially because we don't want to buy an electrical space heater. Those are very dangerous. That was like a really big concern for me. They also turn off the water, it seems like every other week, so it's just a lot. And yesterday something happened that just really, we can't stay here anymore. Like, it's just become a very dangerous situation. I don't feel comfortable here at all. I have so much anxiety just like being here, especially being here alone. I'm alone right now, but that's because Jay went to actually go see apartments. We went to see a few yesterday, but I knew that I had to get ready to, you know, go to the dress fitting and everything, so I just stayed back and told him to take videos and show me. But don't worry, we will have a full apartment hunting video for you guys, and if we, you know, hopefully we find something soon that isn't like $1 million and we can move in. And so that's another thing that's making me very anxious, is that we don't know when we will be moving. But we can be moving as soon as this week, as soon as like April 1st, as soon as like May 1st, like we have no idea. And of course it's very stressful on top of the whole wedding planning stuff. Our wedding is coming up very soon, and it'll just be a lot, especially because I can't really help too much with the packing process. I can't lift more than 5 pounds, which it has not been fun. And I know it'll be a lot for the dogs as well. It will definitely be an adjustment process, but yeah, I'm just feeling very overwhelmed right now, which is again why I'm not really like, you know, posting on social media as much. But I know that it will all work out in the end, and you know, everything will be all good. But yeah, I will definitely probably film a video with Jay, or maybe in the next vlog go deeper into the full situation of everything. I just don't feel comfortable, you know, really discussing it further right now, just because we are still living here, and you guys will understand when I get into the video. But yeah, that's basically what we have been up to. Comment down below what you guys have been up to, because I feel like I haven't really been able to connect with you guys in over a month, and I've definitely missed filming, you know, being on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. As you guys know, I always say this in like every video, but this started as like, you know, a hobby and a passion of mine, and I really just enjoy filming. Even if, you know, I never got any brand deals or any followers or anything, I still enjoyed this. So not being able to, you know, do any sort of content creating was definitely taking a toll on me. I just felt really sad every day. But I'm happy to be back, and I hope you guys are excited for a lot more content coming your way. So my makeup and hair is done. Now I just have to do my lips, which I always do after I put my outfit on, and put my jewelry on, which I also always wait till the end because I don't want it to get stuck on my clothes. But I figured I would have you guys help me pick out what to wear. So this is the outfit I was thinking. This was actually linked in my Revolve haul, but I'll link it down below as well. It's just this cute little green top. And then underneath I have my favorite Abercrombie jeans. I think I'm just gonna keep it casual, put like a little cute jacket over it, and maybe my Air Force Ones. Okay guys, this is the outfit I decided to go with. I do have saran wrap underneath this, which is why it's a bit bunched, because I don't want my stitches to touch my top or these jeans because it hurts really bad. So just ignore that. But like I said, this top is from Revolve. I absolutely love it. And then of course I'm wearing my favorite Abercrombie jeans that I always wear, and then just some Air Force Ones. I'm also pairing it with my UGG Telfar bag, but Jay already brought it over, and I think I'm just gonna pair, I think, this Revolve jacket on top of it. Let me see my options. This is a jacket I decided to pair with it. This is also from Revolve. I'll have it linked down below. And then like I said, I'm pairing with my UGG Telfar bag. It's really hot today, so I was trying to really scream spring because it was snowing Sunday, which was a few days ago, and now it's, I think, like almost 70 degrees. So I'm excited about that. I will take any good weather when I can, but I will see you guys when we get there.